सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् अपार करुणासिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखरगुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्वहम्। परित्यज्य मौनं वटादस्थितिं च व्रजन् भारतस्य प्रदेशात् प्रदेशं मधुस्यन्ति वाचा जनान् धर्ममार्गे नयन् श्रीजयेन्द्रो गुरुर्बाधिचित्ते नमामः शङ्करान् वाक्यविजयेन्द्र सरस्वतीं श्रीगुरुं शिष्टमार्गानुनेतारम् सन्मतिप्रदं सद्गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is trying to make Arjuna to do karma. Because Arjuna, the war is happening. The war between Pandavas and Kauravas are happening. It is a dharma yuddha because the war is for the sake of dharma. So the war has to be fought at any cost. But Arjuna, having seen both the sides, Arjuna decided not to fight because Arjuna thinks that when he fights, he will be killing Bhishma Dronadayaha. He will be killing his own fathers and forefathers and teachers, which Arjuna does not want to do. So Arjuna says, hey Krishna, I am going to stop fighting the war and I am going to be a bhikshuka. What is a role of bhikshuka? We have to connect the 4 varnas and the 4 ashramas. We have got Brahma, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. These are the 4 varnas. And Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi are 4 ashramas. Arjuna belongs to a Kshatriya Varna. He belongs to Grihastha. That is his Varna and Ashrama currently. But what he wants to do is he wants to become a Sannyasi. Aha, Sannyasi romba nalladache. Ella karmaviyum utruvan Sannyasi. What is the role of a Sannyasi? Sannyasi does not have any adhikara over any karma. He will not do any action. Why is that important? Because later Krishna will also say, Krishna is going to say, Sharira Yatra Pichate, even if you want to move your body, no, மிச்சம் இருக்கிற சொச்ச காலத்தை கழிக்கணும்னாலும் you have to do any action. To eat is an action. To sleep is an action. To decide not to do any action itself is an action. I am not going to do anything. Inaction. That itself is an active action. You are actively deciding not to do anything. So that is absolutely not possible, Krishna says. So, no action. Can a person remain without any action? Krishna says impossible. But here Arjuna wants to run away from the war. So the first strategy Krishna took was to convince Arjuna that, hey Arjuna, Atma. There is something called as Atma is there, Arjuna. You previously thought that you are a body and the body has an Atma. And Krishna changed the point of view of Arjuna. Krishna said, hey Arjuna, you are the Atma, you have a body. The bodies may come and go, but Atma is going to stay forever. Tasmat yuddhasva. Because of that, you have to fight. And then Krishna changed his way of teaching. He says, hey Arjuna, you are a Kshatriya. You are a Kshatriya. Now Krishna is tingling the Varna ego of Arjuna. Because Arjuna, if you ask anybody, who are you? They are going to say, I am so and so, I am born in so and so. So Krishna, they Arjuna, you are a Kshatriya. It is your duty to fight. If you fight, you will go to Swarga. When you win the war, you will get all the lands. Even if you lose the war, you are going to go to Swarga because you are a Kshatriya. To fight is the duty of Kshatriya. If you die doing your duty, you will go to Swarga. And now, Krishna is going to talk about Arjuna's ashrama. So first one is Jnana, is divide of Varna and Ashrama. It does not matter what Varna you are, what Ashrama you are. The Sankhya Yoga, the Jnana will be valid. Now, then Krishna talked about Arjuna's Varna, which is Kshatriya, and say, for Kshatriya, Akirtin chapi bhutani, katayishyanti te vyayam, sambhavitasya cha kirtihi, maranadirichate, bayadranad uparatam, mamsyande tva maharataha, yeshan chattam bahumataha, bhutva yasyasi raghavam, avachya vadam sabhagune, vidishyanti, padishyanti tavahitaha, nindantastava samartyam, tato dukkataram nukim, ato va praptasi swargam, jitva va bhokshase mahim, tasmat uttishta kaunteya, yuddhaya kritanischaya. Arjuna, you are a Kshatriya, you have to do your work. Okay. Arjuna will say, hey, even a Kshatriya does not have to fight. Because you have 4 Varnas, you have 4 Ashramas. You are thinking, I am a Kshatriya Grihastha. Why can't I be a Kshatriya Sannyasi? The Kshatriya Sannyasi is allowed in Shastra or not is a different story. But Arjuna, for the sake of argument, is going to ask Krishna, hey Krishna, why can't I be a Kshatriya Sannyasi? For this is a very loaded question, which is not actively asked in Bhagavad Gita. But Krishna assumes that this question is going to be asked and he is going to answer this question. Because it will be valid for all of us. So we will see why sannyasa is important. We will see why complete sannyasa is not possible. And then we will see what we all can do. These 3 things we have to see before seeing all these shlokas. Why sannyasam is important. Why sannyasam is not possible. And why we can then, what is the next best thing? Right. First question, why sannyasa is important? What is sannyasa? According to our Shastras, we all have punyam and papam. We all have punyam and papam, which we have accrued over several janmas, which we are accruing currently as well, which we will be accruing in the future. In one of the previous classes, I think I have elaborated about Sanchita Karma, Agami Karma, and Prarabdha Karma. Sanchita, Prarabdha, and Agami. So if you have lots of punya, you die. When a person dies, when a person is going to get the next janma, the person gets the next janma because that person has got punyam and papam in his account. Normally, people will think that papam will balance out punyam. No. They will think punyam is plus, papam is negative. So plus and minus will cancel each other out. Our Shastra does not say so. Punyam is one currency. Papam is another currency. These 2 currencies will never cancel out. If you guys want me to give a practical example, we have bank account, right? Normally in our bank account, you can only deposit one currency. It can be US dollars or it can be INR, rupees. It can either be dollars or it can be a rupee. We just have to imagine there is one bank account where you can deposit both the monies. INR can also be deposited. USD can also be deposited. Right. So there is one bank account, a hypothetical bank account, where you can deposit both INR and USD. That is like punyam and papam. I am not going to tell which currency is punyam, which currency is papam. That is for us to decide. So our bank account, our karmic account can have both punyam and papam. What Bhagavan is going to do? Bhagavan is for the next janma. Bhagavan is going to randomly pick some karma. Let us come back to our bank account example. Randomly, some currency is going to be taken. If you have lots of punyam, or if you have only punyam, you will be born as a deva. If you have only papam, you will be born as animals, plants, etc. If you have mixture of both punyam and papam, you will be born in Manushya Loka. This is what Shastra says. So when we come to our currency example, when Bhagavan takes up a couple of currencies for you to spend, if you have only USD, you will be born in US. If you have only INR, you will be born in India. If you have both USD and INR, you will be either born in India going to US, or you will be born in the US, you will be going to India. Just imagine, it is just an analogy. Right? But that you are going to take a janma is non-negotiable. Where you will take janma will depend based upon your karma. Your janma is going to be in Svargaloka. Your janma is going to be as Pasu Pakshi Mrigadi. Your janma is going to be in Manushya, as Manushya. That is non-negotiable because you have karma account. You have punya papa karma balance in your account. That is why you get punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani, jatare shayanam, iha samsare, bahudustare, kripaya pare, pahi murare, bhaja govindam, govindam bhaja mudamate. So that you are going to take a janma is non-negotiable. Then how to escape from this janma? எல்லா பிறப்பும் பிறந்து இளைத்தேன் எம்பெருமான் மெய்யே உன் பொன்னடிகள் கண்டு இன்று வீடுற்றேன். I have taken a lots of janma. I am tired of all the janma. I don't want to take any janma. That is called as freedom from samsara. Because janma marana is called as samsara. If I don't take any janma, it is called as freedom from samsara. That is called as mukti. Because mukti, the name itself, the word itself means freedom. Mucchadatu. To be freed. So mukti, literal meaning of mukti is freedom. Freedom from what? Freedom from samsara. Meaning freedom from janma and marana. Meaning you have to be completely devoid of punyam and papam. How can I be completely devoid of punyam and papam? You cannot spend punyam and papam and get rid of them. That is never possible. Because when I spend one punyam, if I am a good guy, I am going to accrue 10 more punyams. If I spend one papam by suffering, I am going to accrue 10 more papam and punyam. So you can never get rid of punyam and papam by spending them. That is not possible. Because when you spend punyam and papam, you are going to get more punyam and papam. So there has to be some other way. Shastra says, okay, the way is to get jnanam. The way to spend, the way to get rid of all of your punyam and papam is to get atma jnanam. And how to get atma jnanam? To become a sannyasi. You be a sannyasi. When you be a sannyasi, atma jnanat sannyasama, sannyasat atma jnanama, both can be possible. People can become an atma jnani and then become a sannyasi. People can become a sannyasi as ashrama and then they will become an atma jnani. But I cannot escape samsara. I cannot become a sannyasi to escape samsara. நீங்க தானே சார் சொன்னேன் சம்சாரத்துல இருந்து எஸ்கேப் பண்ணணும்னா சந்நியாசம் ஆகணும்னா there is a இருமொழி இது samsara with capital S meaning jananam maranam. Samsara also has another meaning. Enna wife. I cannot escape my wife and become sannyasi because that sannyasam is not valid. My son is troubling me, my wife is troubling me, my husband is troubling me. That is why I am becoming sannyasana. That sannyasa shastra does not, you will become mahasamsari. Right. So you become a sannyasi to escape from samsara with capital S. Right. So when you become a sannyasi, what will happen? Shastra says, all of your sanchita karma, Bhagavan will take care. All of your prarabdha karma, you will have to spend your prarabdha karma for this janma and then your body will go. You will not get agami karma. But that state is not possible for all of us. In order to prepare you for sannyasa, you have to do something called as karma yoga. Karma yoga will prepare you for sannyasa. For everything, there has to be a prerequisite. What is a prerequisite to become an MD? I'm talking about in US. In US system, if you want to become an MD, you have to do what? You have to do a pre-med course. In India, when you want to become an MBBS, you have to write NEET exam. You have to finish grade 10. You have to finish grade 12. You have to write NEET exam and then go join MBBS. If you want to become an MD in the US, you have to do a pre-med course and then write appropriate entrance examination. If I want to become an MBA, GMAT is the prerequisite for becoming MBA. MBA la daane enakku kattu thara poran. Why should I prepare for MBA? Why should I clear GMAT to prepare to become eligible for MBA? It prepares you for the MBA. The concepts will be learned in MBA, but in order to understand those concepts, you have to have prerequisites. In order to understand quantum theory, you need to have good integration, differentiation, complex number basics. Otherwise, I will not understand quantum theory. In order to prescribe medicine, you need to have an understanding of anatomy, physiology, etc. You need to have analytical thinking. That is what the preparatory steps gives you. The same way, in order to become a sannyasi, first you have to become a karma yogi. Arjuna wanted to become a sannyasi. And Krishna says, hey Arjuna, for you currently sannyasam is not possible. Because you have not prepared for sannyasa. So first you have to do what? You have to become a karma yogi. What is the difference between karma yogi and a karmi? Karmi will also do actions, will also do karma. Karma yogi also does all the karma according to his varna and ashrama. Just because you are a karma yogi does not mean that you can escape from Sandhya Vandanam. No, Sandhya Vandanam will come until you take sannyasa. But what is the difference between a karma performed by a karmi? Because when you do a karma, you are going to get punyam and papam. And when you get punyam and papam, you are going to get next janma. So in what way doing karma will prepare you for jnanam? That is the difference between karmi. Karmina, a person who does karma in a normal way, ordinarily like all of us, and a karma yogi. A karmi will do action for the result of the action. A karmi will do action for the result of the action. For him, the result is more important. He will do whatever it takes to achieve those results. The end will dictate the means. For a karmi, the end, the result of the action will dictate the means. Okay, I want money. If you want money, Shastra says, okay, do A, B, C, D, E homam. When you do A, B, C, D, E homam, you will get money. I want Swarga. Shastra says, okay, do Vajapeya Yagam. I want to become Indra. Do 100 Ashwamedha Yagam. You will become an Indra. So, he will place more emphasis on the result of the action. It is called as Kamya Karma. A Karmi will have an affiliation. The Karmi will have an affiliation towards the result of the action. In order to achieve that result, I am going to do this karma. So karmi, so the result of the action is going to be what? Punyam and papam. He is either going to get punyam or he is going to get papam. If he gets punyam, he will have a good birth. If he gets papam, he will have a not so good birth. So a karmi will perpetuate his birth and death cycle. Karmi, because he will get more punyam and papam, that punyam and papam, because of that punyam and papam, he is going to get more janma. In that janma, he will get more punyam and papam. So the cycle will be perpetuating for a karmi. But what about karma yogi? Because the end goal of karma yogi is moksha. Karma yogi does not want to get punyam and papam. But he still have to do karma because the karma will prepare him for moksha. Sandhya Vandanam is going to prepare him for jnanam. So he cannot leave Sandhya Vandanam. But when he does Sandhya Vandanam, he is going to get punyam and papam. So he has to find out a way to do karma without getting punyam and papam. I will do the karma because the karma is going to prepare me for jnanam. But I should not get punyam and papam. Hey, I will be doing karma. Again, when I say karma, karma as ordained by your varna and ashrama. That is the karma you have to do. You cannot do somebody's varna's karma, some other ashrama's karma and then claim to be a karma yogi. That does not work. We are talking about only the Vaidika karma. So I still have to do karma. The karma, why should I do karma? Because the karma prepares me for jnanam. But I should not get the punyam and papam associated with karma. Is that possible now? That is possible. That is what Krishna is going to talk. Neha bhikramana shosti pratyavayo na vidyate. Swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bayat. Hey, when you do a karma, if you do the karma very, very nicely, you will get punyam. If you don't do the karma very, very nicely, you are going to get papam. In the last class I told you, when you want to do achamanam, you have to face, Dharma Shastra book, 80 pages they have written about how to do achamanam. That one karma that we will be doing within 10 seconds, even without thinking twice. Achyutanma, Nandanma, Govindanma, Tanya Gudiyamato, Keshava, Narayana, Madhava, Govinda, Vishnu, Mudana, Trivikramana, Sridhara, Jigesha, Padmanabha, Damodara. We'll do some action here and there. Achamanam is over. Dharma Shastra talks for 80 pages on how to do achamanam. And if you don't do achamanam, you are going to get all these papa. If you do achamanam, you will get punyam. Now, if I do achamanam, I have to do that achamanam properly. Otherwise, I will get papam. That papam is called as pratyavaya papaha. If I don't do achamanam, I will get the papam of not doing the achamanam in the first place. எனக்கு பண்ணாலும் பாப்பம் வரப்போறது, பண்ணாட்டாலும் பாப்பம் வரப்போறது. இப்ப நான் என்ன பண்றது? என்ன கொப்பரதான் அப்படின்னு எல்லாரும் யோசிச்சுட்டு இருப்போம்ல. கிருஷ்ணர் சொல்றாரு அப்படி கிடையாது. நேஹாபிக்ரமணாசோஸ்தி பிரத்யவாயः ந வித்யதே. There is a way to do achamanam without accruing punyam of achamanam or without accruing papam of achamanam. Papam of doing wrong achamanam. Swalpamapyasya dharmasya. Okay, Dharma Shastra say, if you follow Dharma Shastra, you will probably have to do achamanam 100 times in a day. Parthala எழுந்துண்டா ஒரு ஆச்சமனம், தீர்த்தம் குடிச்சா ஒரு ஆச்சமனம், சாப்பிட்டா ஆச்சமனம், பாத்ரூம் போறதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு ஆச்சமனம், பாத்ரூம் போனதுக்கு அப்புறம் ஒரு ஆச்சமனம், தூங்கினா ஆச்சமனம், தூங்கி எழுந்துண்டா ஆச்சமனம், ஏதாவது தப்பு பண்ணிவிட்டா ஆச்சமனம். சாஸ்திரப்படி பார்த்தோம்னா ஒரு நாளைக்கு 100 தடவை அச்சுதாயமா இருந்தாயமா கோவிந்தாயமா பண்ணணும். நம்ம எத்தனை தடவை பண்றோம்? சந்தியாவந்தனம் பண்றவாளா இருந்தா சந்தியாவந்தனத்துல ஒரு 2-3 தடவை பண்ணுவா, அவ்வளவுதான். அதை தவிர வேற ஆச்சமனமே நம்ம பண்றது இல்லை. ஆனா கிருஷ்ணர் சொல்றாரு அப்படி பண்ணாலும் பரவாயில்லை. ஸ்வல்பமப்யஸ்ய தர்மஸ்ய. Even if you follow that, ஸ்வல்பா, ஸ்வல்பம்னா ரொம்ப கம்மியா. You are born in a particular varna, you are born in a particular ashrama. I cannot follow all the rules and regulations of this varna and ashrama. I understand, I accept, but I follow what I can do. சாப்பிடுறதுக்கு முன்னாடி காலல விண்டு சாப்பிடுறது, something we can do, which does not take us lots of money, which does not take us lots of resources. All you have to do is just wash your legs. Your legs should be wet while you eat. Waking up early before sunrise in the morning. If you cannot do Sandhya Vandanam 3 times, do at least 2 times, morning and evening. If I cannot do it 2 times, do at least 1 time. At least in my weekend, I will follow 3 times Sandhya Vandanam at the proper time. That is called as Swalpamapyasya Dharmasya. I cannot do Devata Pujanam daily. It is okay. Have to Kalkandi, do Nivedyam of that Kalkandi to Swami, and then you carry ahead. When you have time, you can do it later. I cannot do Sandhya Vandanam daily. It is okay. I don't understand about Sandhya Vandanam. I don't know how to do Achamanam. I will be sitting in the chair doing Achamanam. Okay, doongrar Krishna. You do Achamanam how much ever you can. Even when you face west, it is okay. Even when you face south, it is okay. As long as you don't know that you should not face west and south. எனக்கு தெரியாது, ஆனா எனக்கு சந்தியாவந்தனம் பண்ணணும்னு ஆசையா இருக்கு. பண்ணிவிடு. எப்படி பண்ணணும்? கர்மாவா பண்ணாத, கர்ம யோகமாக பண்ணு. Don't do Sandhyavandanam as a mere karma, but do Sandhya Vandanam as a karma yoga. When you do Sandhya Vandanam as a karma, yes, you will get punyam for doing Sandhya Vandanam. Whether we will get punyam for doing Sandhya Vandanam or not is an altogether different discussion. But for our discussion currently, we will assume that we will get punyam when you do Sandhya Vandanam. You will get papam if you don't do Sandhya Vandanam. There is no discussion about that. Everybody agrees. But whether you get punyam for doing Sandhya Vandanam or not, there are lots of discussions. We will not enter into those discussions now. I'm taking Sandhya Vandanam only as an example. You can replace Sandhya Vandanam to all the other karmas that we are supposed to do. Okay. For our discussion, we will assume that you will get some punyam while doing Sandhya Vandanam. Okay. If you don't do Sandhya Vandanam, definitely you are going to get papa. So, whether I will get, whether I do Sandhya Vandanam properly or not, I don't do Sandhya Vandanam for the sake of punyam and papam, but I do Sandhya Vandanam as a karma yoga. When I do Sandhya Vandanam as a karma, I will accrue punyam and papam. When I accrue punya papa, I'm going to go to Swarga Naraka, I'm going to get other janma. But when I do Sandhya Vandanam as a karma yoga, the same Sandhya Vandana, the same karma which gives you punyam and papam, because of that which is going to give you next janma, the same karma will prepare your mind for jnanam, and jnanam is going to give you moksha. Action is one, karma is one, but depending upon what attitude you do, the result will be different. Okay, how can this be possible? If I have an action, there has to be a result. Nirupattotta chudanum. There can be only one result for one action. How can you tell there are two different results? Two extremely opposite results for the same action. Shastra says, hey, it already exists. For many actions, we get two opposite results. If I kill somebody, I will be put in jail, capital punishment. But if I am a soldier, if I kill enemy in the war, I will be decorated with medals. Action is same. What is the action? To kill somebody. But depending upon why you kill, depending upon who you are, the results are different. The results are not only different, the results are extremely opposite. In one result, you will be put in jail, you will be ostracized from the society. The other result, you will be decorated with medals. I take a knife, poke somebody else. I will get beaten up if I am a normal person, or if I am a doctor, people are going to pay me money. People are going to look at me as a god when I cut open them. If I am a normal person, I take a blade, I cut open somebody, people will start beating me. But at the same time, if I am a doctor, if I am performing a surgery, people will come, people will give me money, people will say, நீங்க என்ன வேணாலும் பண்ணுங்க டாக்டர், நான் பொறுத்துக்கிறேன், எனக்கு இது சரியா போகும். Action is same, result is different, depending upon who you are. Somebody comes in the road and starts scolding me. Somebody starts abusing me. What will I do? Nanna rendu ara veppen. But if that same person is mentally unstable, if he starts scolding me, what will I do? I will not tell anything. I will go inside my house, lock the door. Avantaka poya, I will not argue. If a mentally stable person comes and abuses me, I will either argue with him or I will start abusing him, I will start scolding him, I will start hitting him. But if the same person, the same thing happens from a mentally unstable person, abuse is same. Being abused is same. But depending upon who does that, I will not have a problem. If somebody else abuses me, I will get angry. But if my own kid, when the kid starts talking, and the kid என்ன பேர் சொல்லி கூப்பிட்டுனா, I will be very happy. குழலினிது யாழினிது என்பர்த்தம் மக்கள் மழலை சொல் கேளாதவர். ஆஹா, என் பையன் அப்படி கூப்பிடுறான்னு நம்ம சந்தோஷப்படுவோம். போடா, அப்படின்னு அப்பாவை குழந்தை கூப்பிட்டுதுன்னா அப்பா வில் பி வெரி வெரி ஹாப்பி. அதே குழந்தை 10 வருஷத்துக்கு அப்புறம் போடான்னா நன்னா 4 அற அறைவான். பட் வென் தட் பேபி இஸ் பேபி, வென் தட் கிட் இஸ் அ பேபி, அப்பதான் பேச ஆரம்பிக்கிறது. அப்பா போட அப்படின்னா அப்பா வில் பி வெரி வெரி ஹாப்பி. ஸோ டிபெண்டிங் அப்பான் who does that action, depending upon why that action is done, depending upon what palam I am going to get out of that action, the result for action will vary. We have to understand that this is something very 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 unique to our dharma. Action is same, phalam will be different. Action is same, I will get mutually exclusive, extremely opposite phalam for the same action. That is the difference between karma and karma yoga. When you do your actions as karma, you are going to get punya papam, you will get swarga naraka, another janma. When you do the same karma as karma yoga, swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat pratyavayo na vidyate. There is no pratyavaya papam. Even if you do half of the karma, even if you do 1% of the karma, trayate mahato. What is the biggest bhaya that we all have? Samsara. Samsara bhayam will go away because you will get moksha. So that is the beauty of karma yoga that Krishna is going to tell. So what is karma yoga? Krishna is not going to start immediately. He will have some purva pitika, etc. And then Krishna will say, what is that karma yoga? By doing that, we will all be prepared for jnanam and get moksha. We will see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Guru Pyo Namaha Harihi Om.